In this video tutorial, we're going to create a contract, or rather a token faucet contract, similar to what we've done before. The wrinkle is that we're going to include the full Web3 Dapp, and a little bit differently than the last two times where we were using just vanilla HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. This time we're going to use a JavaScript framework to make our programming just generally make it a little bit easier to do programmatic things with our HTML. And it's something that you can go back and forth between vanilla JavaScript slash HTML and these frameworks. And so you can actually go back to the previous two tutorials and try using this framework for each one. That'll also help build out your portfolio if you're thinking about applying to Web3 jobs. And generally this is considered a standard practice or best practice. It was really a bit of a challenge to actually get some of that code working in vanilla JavaScript before, and it's going to be a lot easier with these frameworks. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to go over to GitHub and get our repo started. Again, like usual, we'll deploy at the very end. I'll try to remember to push and update my code a little bit more often this time, but we'll see. All right, so I'm going to create a new repository. We'll call this token faucet. Oh, and the other part that I think I'll include in this tutorial is that we'll include a Discord bot as well, but we'll see. I might break that into the next one. We'll just see. All right, so let's go ahead and create this repository. All right, and then let's go ahead and clone this. So you can do so with Visual Studio Code, I guess using your Windows File Explorer or Finder. We'll go to, oops, I don't know why it does that sometimes now. Our summer coding school, create a new folder called token faucet. And then let's go ahead and open this up in Visual Studio Code. Whoops. All right, and we'll just navigate on over there. Here we go. Okay, and then I'm just going to start a terminal session so that we can say git clone. Oh, actually I don't want to have this here, so I'm going to go up a directory. I'm going to remove this token faucet thing. I don't know if VS Code is really going to like that, but we'll see. And now I'm going to do the git clone. And so the reason why I removed that before is that when you git clone, it creates that directory. And so now we're back in the same place. I think VS Code will be okay with it. All right, and so this is the part where if you didn't follow along with part 1 of the Web3 Calculator Dapp series, you're going to have to go back there, install node/nvm, because we're going to use the node package manager, or npm, to do this. And so we're actually going to use this command npx create react app, and then we can call this whatever we want. Maybe I should have actually done this outside the GitHub repo, but it'll be fine. So I'm going to call this token faucet react app. You can call this whatever you want. These first two parts need to match exactly though. And then this is going to say which packages need to be installed. It's going to use create react app 5. We might downgrade that to version 4, but we'll see if that works. And so while this is doing its thing, it can take several minutes depending on your internet connection. I'll mention that the problem with create react app is the GitHub repo is no longer maintained. So you'll see a lot of YouTube videos saying don't use React anymore. And technically that's true. It's not the best practice anymore, but I still think that this is the gentlest introduction to JavaScript frameworks. In the next tutorial, we'll switch to Next.js, which is what a lot of people have moved to. And then there's also Angular/Vue, which are kind of different than within the React/Next sort of foundation, if you will. All right, and so this will take several minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video now, and then we'll pick back up when this thing is done.